Hey everybody, Saturday night about 9:30. We decided we have a fire, even though it's quite cool out tonight. It's 50 degrees already.
Cold.
It's cold. We're not used to it for sure, but if you notice one thing you cannot hear, there's no more insects, frogs, crickets, whatnot. It is really quiet out here.
The
Other
river's
than,
not noisy because it rained.
yeah, the river's not bad. And Patty did make it up here, but she got herself a new man. So we haven't seen her, but they are out by the fire right now. So
Fingers
maybe
crossed.
Bigfoot Sasquatch will be pissed off and jealous that she's got herself a man. So we'll see. But we found out something really interesting yesterday. Tracy wants to tell you about.
Yeah, so yesterday at work, we received some things in our order that did not belong to us, and it belonged to a store right in town here, and it happens to be a store that I used to work at. So I said I would drop it off after work. So I stopped in and I said, hey, you guys were shorted some cheese in your order, and how did you know that? Because I have it. And I got talking with my old boss, and we were talking about some things, and he said, how's life in the Vista? And I proceeded to tell him about the issues that we were having with jackass neighbor up on the hill there. And I saw his face kind of change a little bit, and he said, wait a minute, he's married to somebody that used to live up here. And I said, yes. And he said the woman's name, and I said, yes. And he's like, that guy is an arrogant SOB. I forgot that my old boss happens to be on the Township Board of Supervisors. So when I was telling him everything about this, I said that he claimed that he didn't call. And he said, oh, he called. He absolutely called, because he brought it up at the township meeting. He's been to a couple of them complaining about different things. And he goes, I didn't realize he was talking about you guys. And I said, yes, he was. And they basically told him, first of all, you live on a private road. Second of all, we're the township. The county's not doing anything about it. We can't do anything about it. And that's when I said to him, because the county's not doing anything about cat cases. He said they're absolutely not doing anything about cat cases. They can't. He said if they did anything with the cat cases that are available, he said that he goes, where are they going to put them? There's no place, even if they confiscated every cat that people are talking about, because they did have problems with the cats in the village, and they were trying to do a trap neuter release, and people were still complaining, and some people in the village took it into their own hands, so I can just imagine what that entailed. But basically, I have confirmation that it was absolutely him that called. It was absolutely him that got somebody else to call and say that our animals were abused, because he was told that they didn't do anything unless they were neglected or abused. So we absolutely know that it's him. And my ex-boss went on to, basically saying what an arrogant asshole he is.
That everybody on the board thought he was the most arrogant person they'd ever met.
Yep. And he basically told me, he said, well, he goes, the next time he brings anything up, he goes, I'm just going to shut him right down. He needs to be shut down. And I said, absolutely. He's the kind of person that he wants to feel like he's in power, and if you take his power away, he doesn't know what to do. And so he's rubbed the entire township board the wrong way. And my ex-boss also told me that if he bothers us anymore, to please let him know, and he will do anything that he can at his level, or if he has to contact somebody in the county, to get this guy to leave us the hell alone. It's good to have friends in high places. Really good.
Like he didn't think we would find out eventually.
He doesn't think that we know anybody in town. Hate to break it to him, but I know most people in town. I worked in 3 different places in this town. I know people in this town.
I don't think he realizes how long I've been around here.
When you work in a little town like this, you know everything. You know every single thing that's going on. Because people talk about it, and people talk to other people about it, and you hear everything through the grapevine. So it's good to know that, and I told my ex-boss also that I said I can name 14 people off the top of my head that can't stand the guy and want him gone.
Or that have had issues with him also.
Yeah, so now I can add 15 plus the other members of the board. So basically, this guy is rubbing everybody the wrong way. Every single person.
So at least we have someone in an authority type position on our side.
Yep. And my ex-boss's wife too, she's one of the people that she feeds stray cats. She takes care of stray cats. She is an animal lover extraordinaire. And if she found out anything, she'd rip this guy to pieces.
So we thought we'd give you guys that update, and we're just going to hang out here by the fire. And Tracy heard 3 howls already before I got set up out here.
High-pitched and long.
So we'll see if we hear anything else. Well, guys, it's 10:45 now, and haven't heard anything. We haven't even heard a raccoon. I really think that a-hole's shooting raccoons. Last couple times we sat out here, we haven't seen one, which is really weird. You guys know how much we used to see raccoons. I'm gonna have to check my trail camera. I only got one running right now. The 2 that record sound have been eating brand new batteries in like 3 nights. So I quit using them and went back to the one without sound, and I haven't reviewed it for 3 nights, so we'll see if there's any raccoons on there. But other than that, there's nothing going on. Guess I'll have to show you what me and Carl did today. Yesterday I tore down the rest of that shed. There's still a bunch of junk out there, but the shed itself is dismantled. And Carl and I split a bunch of wood today, so it was a very productive day today. So this is what I've been dinking around with the last couple of days, tearing apart the rest of the shed. It had to go. It was crushed by that tree. The only bad thing about that, though, is any of you that have been following the channel for a while know that Bright Eyes stayed in that shed last winter, so we'll have to figure out something. I got a couple of these cat houses we'll put over there, I guess, in the weeds, and hope Bright Eyes uses them. And this is what Carl and I managed to split yesterday. We filled my trailer 3 times and his twice. His trailer holds about twice as much as mine. And we're going to use the wood that I'm getting from the shed to repair this roof, so at least we have something over the wood to keep it dry. And we also have another addition to the heating of the house, which will help us tremendously not use so much wood, and I'll show you guys that. And here's our newest addition to helping keep us warm.
Yay.
It's a 20,000 BTU propane heater. That's awesome for chilly days when it's in the 40s. Not quite cold enough to light a fire.
I'm not lighting a fire in September anyway. I refuse.
Exactly.
I
So
gently refuse.
it's been doing a good job at night because we've had some mid-40s for lows, and it's keeping the house comfy. And Patty and her new honey already went in. So Tracy and I are the only ones sitting out here now.
And I'm crawling into the fire trying to keep
Tracy's cold. It's still 50 degrees. It hasn't dropped any since we started sitting out here, but it's quite different than it was a couple of weeks ago sitting out here, that's for sure.
And remember, I work all day in 45-degree temps.
So you should be used to it then.
And I freeze to death all day. Even Paul got cold today. He shut off the air conditioning. He never shuts off the air conditioning.
She's got her winter jacket on, by the way.
It's cold. I've been cold since I woke up this morning.
With the hood up, fur-lined hood.
Mm-hmm.
I got Mr. Shelby keeping my lap warm. And the cats are just hanging around here with us tonight.
It's just my legs are cold, but it's enough to make me shiver.
But I really don't want to give up tonight since Patty came back. Just never know. Well, guys, we're going to head in. It's going on 11:30. I am tired. Tracy's very tired. Did just hear something really crazy. I'll play that little snippet for you, but that's all I've heard. I'm going to leave my microphone out tonight and let it record for a few hours and see what I get. And if there's anything on there, I'll play that right now. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next one.